Hey, welcome back to the show, good friends. Working on the Porsche Cayenne once again. There's dings on both sides, from people opening doors on it in a parking lot. Really bad on the passenger side for some reason. There's 6 or 7 little dingies. We're gonna PDR them out, paintless dent repair. And then of course, there's gonna be some marks from the paintless dent repair work. There's also gonna be transfer for whatever hit it. There's going to be some scratches, there's going to be some nicks. We're going to take care of all of that, and we're going to do that as a level of spot correction before we do a 1-step or 2-step paint correction with a polisher here. So we're going to consider this spot correction. It's going to be in its own video, and then after that we can perfect the paint. The paint's in really good shape. We're going to get this thing looking incredible. It's running better and better every day. So I'm going to keep it for a little while because it's going to take some time for this to get to where I want it to be. If I even move it on down the road, maybe I'll keep it. It's really doing a great job hauling the shop manager around. She likes it. She likes the difference between this and the H2 Hummer. 2 completely different vehicles on opposite ends of the spectrum. The Hummer's really high, so we're in this a lot more. Hey, let's get to work on this thing. He's done, and you can't tell that there was any dings anywhere on this side, and there were quite a few. On the other side, there was quite a few. And the only signs that they were there are the areas that have transfer, which I can get rid of. A chip, more transfer, more transfer, more transfer, but all of those dents gone. He does wonderful work. With the paintless dent repair work done, already looks so much better. I mean, look, my PDR guy is incredible. Semi-retired. We get him a couple times a week. And I'm going to be really sad when he fully retires. But now that we have the dents gone, now we have scratches, transfer, nicks, you name it, all over the place. So we're going to take care of that before we get to our true paint correction. We have everything we're going to need over here. We have our working lights. All we're going to need for the transfer is lacquer thinner. It makes quick work of transfer and can be used anywhere with common sense. Then we have everything we need when it comes to wet sanding. We're going to do some wet sanding where and if it's needed, and or we can polish. And we have our polish. All we're going to need on this softer Porsche Clear is 3D1, and this is already aggressive enough, the 50/50 pad, and a nice soft microfiber towel to wipe off the residue. Well, let's start with the residue. See what we can do there. And for that, some paint thinner. That one's pretty much gone. So is that. Maybe we can get this one a little bit better, going back over it. Yeah, that looks good. Let me see, we have some here. This side was really abused. I don't know what kind of life this thing had, where it was driven, but the parking lot that this individual parked was not very kind to the passenger side. Okay, that's a chip, no problem. We'll fill that in. We have one more up here. So I gotta tell you, with that done alone, it already looks fantastic. But I can see there's a couple areas that are going to need to be wet sanded. And let's get to that next. Let's wet sand. Y'all know I love to wet sand. We have some blemishes that we can quickly and easily make them look better with the safe step of wet sanding. And these are the areas we speak of. And what I'm using for that is the Hercules sand disc. Can be used wet or dry, mostly wet for me. This is going to be 2000 grit. We're going to sand by hand. Oh, let's start with this one right here. Do the best I can, one-handed here. Then I'm going to mount the camera back up so I'm free to get this done quickly. So there we have a little bit of the clear. We have it wet sanded. That's just enough to remove the marks left behind. Let's move on to this one down here. I won't even spray it first. I'll just hit it with the sand disc that's already been soaking in water. It's a foam disc, so it holds a lot of moisture. If you need more moisture, give it a squeeze or switch to the other side. And you can see the clear coat on both sides being shaven. And I'm going to keep doing this. A little bit right here. There's a little scratch with that one. You can round that out and make it look a little better. Okay. Where else did I have? Oh, I have one right here. That should be good. Here, along with a nick, we'll fill that in. I think the rest I can get by polishing. But this, my friends, is called spot correcting. So we're correcting little areas, small spots, before we go around and polish the whole thing. And spot correcting can include anything. Polishing, wet sanding, you name it. Okay, let me show you these areas now before we move on to the next step. We've done two things here so far. We've removed the transfer and we have sanded the affected areas. Now it is time to polish. And again, we're just going to use 3D1 and a 50/50 pad. Shake up your polish, get that nice rich formula all mixed in. I have my towel right next to me here. Let's get some product on the 4 areas on this door. polish them out. Again, this clear is soft, so it's not going to take a whole lot of polishing. A crisscross pattern equal to 2 passes, and we move on. Good. That one's good. That one's good. That door is good. We have a couple on the front door to attack. Where are we at here? We need one here, there, here. All right. Wipe off the residue. That looks great, but now we have 4 really, really shiny, crystal clear areas. I believe we might be able to get away with a 1-step on this. This is really soft clear. It's not going to take a whole lot. It doesn't, the paint's not in horrible shape. The hood is the worst part of this. Took a beating from the sun. And this was run through a tunnel wash, I believe, with the directional pattern of the light swirls. So, all right, so this is done. One more thing to do. And this step here can be done before or after the polish step, filling in some of the chips, rock chips. Let me find some exact match, and then we'll get back to work. This here is what we'll be filling in some areas where the dings happened. And this is not a metallic black paint. This is just a straight up black, gloss black. And I did find some with my box of touch-up paint. So let's get to it. Just 1 or 2 drops in this little container here is all you need. And there's no brush strokes with this. You're dabbing it in there. You're kind of tattooing it in there. And filling those valleys. You could really go down the rabbit hole when it comes to rock chip repair or any type of really paint chips that you're trying to repair. Unless it's a really high-end job, I try not to get drawn into that. I used to back in the day. But we have to be efficient here. This is a business as well. I think I have them all now. That will do it. What's this? Yeah, that's one too. Well, let's fill her in. Okay, now we just let this dry with paint chip, rock chip repair. You got to let it dry 24 hours or more with some of these paints, or they'll, especially if you go over it with a polisher, they're going to pull right back out again. So give it ample time. Okay, so keep in mind, this is before we polish this thing. Dings completely gone. The only thing we're really going to see is the real clean, shiny areas where we polished. And yeah, this is going to look good. This will turn out looking pretty damn good when I'm done with it. Should get a pretty penny for it. If I do, then decide to give it up and sell it, move it on down the road. But it's going to be a while. Did the same thing over here, all the dings, all the transfer, all those marks are gone. What do you think? You like this thing? Ignoring me? Don't want to talk? All right. That's going to do it for today. We still have a lot of work to do, so we'll be back with some more videos. If you find the videos entertaining or helpful at all, hit the thumbs up. Subscribe if you're not subscribed, but what are you waiting for? Hit the notification bell. That'll let you know when the manager and I have some new content available for you. And I appreciate each and every one of you. I'll catch you in the next video.